A hollow throne doesn't hold through coherence. It holds through habituation, through repetition, through inherited positioning, through the nervous system adapting to pressure and mistaking adaptation for agreement. Over time, this produces a civilization scale confusion between visibility and legitimacy, endurance and validity, compliance and alignment. The consequences are measurable. People begin organizing around appearances instead of outcomes. Systems reward symbolic participation while suppressing responsive feedback. Institutions become increasingly incapable of self correction because self correction threatens the image of stability required to preserve authority. And once preservation becomes the primary function, reality itself becomes secondary. This is why collapse often appears sudden to those inside the system. The fracture was present long before the visible break. Feedback had already stopped circulating. Contradictions had already accumulated beyond the structure's capacity to metabolize them. The final event is rarely the cause. It is the moment suppression becomes impossible to maintain. This pattern repeats across scales. In governments that cannot tolerate scrutiny, in economies that reward extraction over circulation, in relationships sustained through role performance instead of contact, in identities built around adaptation to external expectations rather than direct perception. The architecture is the same: signal interruption followed by behavioral stabilization. Once stabilized, distortion becomes self protective. Systems begin selecting for people who can tolerate contradiction without responding to it. The cost is agency, not symbolically, functionally. Agency depends on accurate feedback. Without feedback, adjustment degrades. Without adjustment, responsiveness collapses. Without responsiveness, perception detaches from consequence. At that point, people no longer experience themselves as participants in reality. They experience themselves as objects moving through structures they cannot affect. This is the condition most modern systems produce while simultaneously insisting they are empowering the individual. The contradiction is structural, not psychological. A system cannot continuously override human feedback while expecting coherent participation from the humans inside it. Eventually, one side breaks. Either the structure loses legitimacy or the individual loses internal continuity. Many choose fragmentation because fragmentation preserves social belonging longer than truth does. This is why false systems rely so heavily on moral pressure. Shame stabilizes structures that cannot stabilize themselves through function. Guilt becomes a substitute for coherence. Obligation replaces responsiveness. Loyalty replaces perception. And because these substitutions are emotionally costly, people begin defending the very systems exhausting them. Defense becomes necessary to avoid confronting the scale of self betrayal required to remain inside the structure unchanged. This is also why spectacle became central to modern power. When legitimacy weakens, visibility expands. Attention compensates for instability. Performance compensates for incoherence. The image of authority grows increasingly elaborate precisely when actual authority is deteriorating. Under these conditions, perception itself becomes contested territory. The goal is no longer to prevent people from seeing reality. The goal is to exhaust their ability to trust what they see. That exhaustion has consequences. Once perception destabilizes, people stop acting on early signals. They wait for consensus before responding to contradiction. They override discomfort in favor of social continuity. They defer recognition until damage becomes undeniable. This delay mechanism is one of the primary ways hollow systems sustain themselves. By the time reality becomes visible enough to act upon collectively, the cost of correction has multiplied. But suppression carries its own instability. Living systems move toward coherence automatically when feedback is restored. Distortion requires maintenance. Extraction requires maintenance. Narrative management requires maintenance. Fragmentation requires maintenance. Remove the pressure sustaining the distortion, and reality begins reorganizing immediately. Not perfectly, not instantly, but measurably. Circulation returns first, then responsiveness, then trusting perception. This sequence matters. People recover agency the moment they experience that reality responds accurately to contact again. Small actions producing observable consequences restore more coherence than ideological certainty ever could. Agency is rebuilt through participation in reality, not abstraction about it. This changes the meaning of sovereignty entirely. Sovereignty is not dominance, it is not isolation, it is not invulnerability. Sovereignty is the capacity to remain in accurate relationship with feedback without surrendering perception to external positioning. It is responsiveness maintained under pressure. The ability to revise orientation after contact with reality instead of defending prior identity against it. This is why rigid systems eventually fail. Anything incapable of adaptation becomes dependent on force, and force is expensive. The more distortion accumulates, the more energy the structure requires to preserve itself against correction. Over time, maintenance costs exceed coherence capacity. At that point, collapse is not ideological, it is mathematical. The structure can no longer metabolize reality faster than reality exposes it. This is where many people make a final error. They interpret the failure of the system as proof that no structure can be trusted. That conclusion reproduces the original distortion. The issue was never structure itself. The issue was structure without feedback, authority without responsiveness, power without consequence, coordination without reality contact. Healthy systems exist. They are identifiable. They process contradiction instead of suppressing it. They allow signal movement across levels. They preserve responsiveness under stress. They adapt before fracture becomes catastrophic. They do not require dissociation from reality in order to participate. And most importantly, they do not demand self erasure as the price of belonging. That is the distinction that matters. Because once a person recognizes the difference between participation and submission, the mechanics of hollow power become visible everywhere. The performance remains, the titles remain, the ceremonies remain, but the emotional gravity weakens. Fear loses precision, position loses mystique. The structure stops functioning as psychological architecture and becomes what it always was, a pattern requiring continuous reinforcement to appear inevitable. And inevitability is the final illusion this work was written to confront. No system becomes permanent through scale. No authority becomes legitimate through repetition. No structure becomes true because generations adapted themselves around it. Reality continues processing beneath all narrative. Feedback continues accumulating beneath suppression. And coherence continues exerting pressure beneath distortion, whether recognized or not. That pressure is not ideological, it is structural. This is why hollow thrones eventually fail, not because they are opposed, but because they cannot hold weight indefinitely while remaining disconnected from reality. And so, once enough people restore direct contact with their own perception, the center of gravity shifts automatically. Participation changes, attention reallocates, feedback resumes circulation. Structures previously experienced as immovable begin revealing the amount of energy required to keep them standing. At that point, the throne is already cracking, not from attack, from exposure. That is the threshold this book was written to document. The moment where perception becomes accurate enough that hollow power can no longer organize reality without resistance from reality itself. Once seen clearly, the structure still exists, but identification breaks, and that changes everything.